Welcome inside the kennel, the heartbeat of the dog game, where real breeders break down real experiences and the experts drop the knowledge you can't Google. We're talking structure, bloodlines, nutrition, training, wins, losses, and everything that makes champions in and out of the ring. This is for the ones who live it, breathe it, and build it, one lit at a time. Your host, Kevin, Ben, and Roderick. Lock in.
All right, it's Ben Hood and Roderick here this week with the man that's been blowing up Facebook after somebody that took advantage of his friend. That's Mr. Trey Williams. How you doing, Trey?
Pretty good. How about y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Oh, I'm
Making
doing
it,
pretty
brother.
good. Just another day.
In
Well,
paradise.
yeah, right. Well, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, how you come to get into the dog game, and then we'll start in on how you met Mr. Ian Gonzalez.
Oh yeah. I've been doing this since 2010. Accident. Bought my first two. I started them XL bullies. I just bought two pets and walked outside and I had a litter of puppies. Uh, and that's how I started, man. I've been doing this for shit 15 years or so, a little more. But I've bred the bullies and I've done the Frenchies for probably the past 6-7 years. Kind of got out of breeding. I do a lot of I help a lot of mentoring and I got a lot of friends that are into it, so I still stay relevant to what's going on and I know a lot of people. Done a lot of business, good business with people. You won't see me out and about the negative way. Uh, but yeah, did all that and ran into this guy here. We got his name underlined. If y'all can't see that.
I was about to ask you what were those. I was just about to ask you. I was like, man, I'm reading the signs back there. Like,
Yeah,
what are those about? So yeah,
yeah.
explain. Can
We
you
gonna
explain them to
we
me,
go.
brother?
I done found him a nickname, man, the imposter. So
You're gonna have
you're
to get on.
welcome, man.
You're gonna have to get on chat and get you some posters made up of that, circulate
Oh man,
around.
man, the chat will bless you on that one.
Listen, I don't normally just want to blast people or whatever, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This dude got me too a few years back,
Oh
he
yeah.
got me. He got me pretty good. So I bought a dog from
So
him.
can I? I gotta ask y'all a question. Is he
Go
a
ahead,
breeder?
No,
He's not a
man.
breeder at all. He doesn't breed at all. He don't have studs, females,
he
or anything.
may
He's
he
not a
may
breeder.
he may do a breeding, but in my opinion, he's just a broker. He's just flipper.
Yeah,
Okay.
from my knowledge, when I first ran into him, I ran into him probably 5-6 years ago. He
Okay.
had posted some puppies, so I messaged him and asked him about them. And he's like, "Hey man, look, I can get you anything you want. I can get a hold of anything. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm a broker. I got a lot of contacts." So he started sending me these dogs and everything, and it's like the numbers kept changing. I would message him like 2 or 3 weeks later asking because you're looking for one. There's so much you ain't gonna just stick to one person right off the bat. So I'm checking everything out, right? And the numbers kept changing. I'm like, it would go up, down. It looked like some dial stuff. I'm looking on my, I'm checking my. I'm like, what? So this is how it's doing. So I thought numbers fluctuated like that. I didn't know he couldn't stick to one story. He's got so many stories out there. But at that time, I never bought nothing from him, never dealt with him. I have sold a few dogs through the years. He'd send it to me and want me to help him, and he'd give me a little, a couple $100 to help, which is fine. But I didn't realize the extent of why he's having to go have everybody sell dogs for him, and he's the broker. He ain't. He
he's
took
got
off.
himself. He's got himself kicked off of a bunch of groups too, right? Like he can't. That's why he needs help because he can't sell in a
Yes,
bunch of
that's
Facebook groups. Yeah.
and I mean he's told me that himself, but it's never his fault. It's always somebody lying and you believe it. He's never done nothing to me, so I assume the best out of you, and unless I see it myself. So I never looked too much into it. Um, but yeah, he's been doing this for a long time, and I can't call him a broker. I can call him broke because I found out he ain't buying nothing. He ain't a breeder. He co-owns dogs out, and everybody does all the leg work, and he just reaps the benefits from it. He does do that.
So,
He don't
so,
feed it.
so why don't you tell us how you got into this online Facebook face-off? I guess we could call it
Okay.
with him. Like what
Okay.
brung that about, and then we'll get back into all because you got a bunch of receipts, right? Like people sent you
Oh
their
man, I can't
testimonies.
even sit down. If I were to put them in my wallet, I would not be able to sit down. I'd be
Yeah.
lopsided.
So
So
it's not
yeah.
like he
So
done it one or two people. Like it's you. There's a bunch, right?
look, it's so many that even if he did 1/3 of these people wrong, he still got to go.
There you go. So yeah. So let's just go ahead and jump into your story and how
All right.
what
So
caused this conflict here.
all right. So I have a good friend from high school. We've been friends forever. When I started to slowly downsize my program, he was wanting to get in. So I was like, okay. So I sold him some of my dogs, helped him mentor, set him up with people, studs, helped him with testing and all that stuff like that. And he does solid business. I told him, like, if you're going to get in this, you can't come into it want to save a dollar. This is not the breed to be trying to do that in. Okay, so this dude spends big money. So I respect him for that. I've dealt with a lot of people that want to save and penny pinch, and that's not the way to do it. So this was maybe a couple years ago. So he's been in it a couple years, but he's just not really, he don't know much. So I'm mentoring him, blah, blah, blah. Well, my friend is looking he wants something more relevant, like he wants a big rope. He wants Merle. He wants Rojo. So just so happened, Ian's posting this 8 or 10 months, I can't remember. Rojo, big rope, Merle male. I said, oh shit. So I hit my friend. I was like, hey, I know a guy. And prior to this, he has bought a doodle from me. Ian's come to my house. I've seen him. He's every bit of 4'11", nothing more. I've seen him. He's done business with me, no issues. So I know the guy's a legit dude. So, anyways, I hit him up. He said, send me a picture. I sent it. He said, okay. Oh yeah, that's something I like. I get him in contact when I say, hey, I'm still going to stay in the middle, help you out a little bit. Fast forward, they get everything locked in. He pays, I believe it's $6,000 for this dog. So they meet at my house. We come to my house. Ian shows up. Girlfriend never gets out of the car. He's here for an hour. He's got the dog. Well, I didn't know if he was just nervous because he ain't new people. Some people got different ways about crowds. And so he's in here, and we're just playing with the dog. He's running around. He's a little bigger than I like, but my buddy was going he's going to buy the dog. So he said, yeah, I want him. Well, the dog jumps in his lap. Well, he's reaching, playing with him, and he looks at me with his eyes like. Then I get a text message from him. He said, man, the dog's only got one nut. I'm like, what? No, he wouldn't do you like that. Coming from me, I've done helped him several times getting rid of dogs, So I said, come here, boy. Hey, I'm playing with the dog. I reach back there, and there's one nut. I'm like, hold on. So I'm like, Ian, man, this dog's got one nut. Oh, yeah, I know, man. It's something he tried to say. We've talked to the vet. He's just going to drop later, and he's good. I've already had him checked. He's good.
That's the first one.
I'm
ever.
like,
that'll be the first dog that happened for ever, right?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I've never heard that. He said, yeah. He said it'll drop later. He said, my buddy, he was like, just stopping and chilling. He was kind of nervous. I'm like, all right, so Ian, say he takes his dog to the vet, gets him checked, and he's no good. Would you give him his money back? Oh, yeah, for sure. But I mean, that ain't nothing you got to worry about. He's good. So I was like, is that something you want to do? He said, yeah, I'll take him and get him checked. The following day, he takes him early in the morning. The vet sees it, calls it something. He's like, no, this dog's not breedable. So he gets Ian up. And Ian was like, man, I ain't got your money. I just had all this. I believe it was something to do with his kid's mother's cancer. I'm sure he's used that 1,000 times.
So wait, how much time elapsed there from the time
not
he
even
paid him?
4 hours. It was like 9 or 10 o'clock at night by the time he left. And
I ain't
my
gonna talk
friend
bad
went
about nobody
hands
with an
down.
illness. I ain't gonna talk bad about nobody with an illness, but that's the fastest growing cancer ever, right?
Yes, it was just so happened some medical emergency, and he don't have the money. But he said, I have another stud. But yeah, I mean, I can let him go. He's way better. He's a $15,000 stud. I can let him go for another 2,000. Well, my friend's already down 6, and he had the money, and the dog was great. Louis V. If y'all ever see him, he is one of a kind. He's a Rojo fluffy Merle, and he's nice. So my buddy did it. This is a trending pattern with him getting extra money off these dogs. So, anyways, he gets the dog. He said, "You got three. I got 3 locked in studs that I have to honor." Okay, cool. After that, my buddy was looking for some more puppies. Well, Ian's like, "Hey, I can get you some. I can get them over here. It'll be in like 6 weeks, but what do you want?" He told him. He found them, sent him pictures. He said, "Hey, $4,000, 2,000
Now,
each."
when you say you can get them over here, what are you talking about? Like,
He at the time I didn't know, but he's from Colombia. He's getting dogs shipped over here from Colombia. So my buddy's like, "Oh shit, I can do that." He's like, "Yeah. It's way cheaper getting them from Colombia. The money's different. It's things are way cheaper over there." So he sends them $4,000. 6 weeks go by. Oh yeah, man, they're having trouble with shipping, but everything's going on in the country. More weeks go by, same stories, not responding to messages. And my buddy's like, "Man, I don't know. I think this dude's trying to get me or something." I'm like, "Hold on now." And with this going on, I the one that told him about Ian. So I feel like I'm in this too. Like you're slapping both of us in the face if you're trying to do them wrong. So I hit up Ian. I said, "Hey man, what's going on, man? What you doing to my buddy? He sent you the money. We need to get this on the road." I said, "This ain't looking good. I'm starting to get irritated. I don't want to have to put anything out there, but I will, man, if you don't do it right." I said, "I did you a solid, turned you on to somebody that's going to pay and that's a good guy. We ain't about to do all. Oh no, he's going to get his money. Dogs got sick, and man, I had to go back to see the 14 stories he told me to drag this out. Well, here we are, almost a year later, nothing. And so that's where how I come into this situation. It's nothing to do with my money, but it's a good friend of mine. He don't deserve to be done like this, and he's had fair warning to get it done. And all
well,
the scamming
a
that I'm
year.
seeing he's done.
You said a year, so like, I mean, that's adequate time to make
Yeah,
anything right. Like you could produce 2 litters of puppies in that time.
yeah. If you're a breeder, you're posting
Yeah.
dogs and you're
Like
going on
if
trips. That's what he's posting videos of trips and all this. I'm like, "Hey man, you on this?" I'd message him. "Hey, you're on this trip. You got my friend's money." "Oh man, this trip was paid for by so and so, and this and that." Just ongoing. So that's how I got entwined with this right here.
Well, he was it was my ordeal was a year too. The dog he sold me didn't when I did the DNA it was a lilac supposed to carry testable, and I did the DNA, she didn't have testable, and the dad, it even said on the papers, new shade whatever bean, I think is what his dog's name was. And I called him, and of course he blamed it on the DNA company, so I called him, had him redo it, resubmitted another sample, and the dog didn't have testable. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
and when I called him back about that, said, "Hey man, you gave me wrong papers." He tried to get me to switch that dog out and give him more money, a lot like what you just talking about with your buddy. And
Mm-hmm.
and then when I wouldn't do that, he was trying to get me to give him a pup back off when he found out what stud I was going to run it to. And it's like, man, I'm not like, we're done. Just give me the right papers. And man, it took a year, and I'm pretty sure the papers he gave me still ain't right. And so
Oh, they're not.
I just ate that as a learning experience, and
Exactly.
I won't do nothing else with him. And it sounds like the majority of people I read through your comments, like it is a repeatable pattern with each of them. And like he gets aggressive when you catch him. Because I tell you the stupidest thing he said through the whole deal. He said that the AKC was holding him up because his stud had more than 6 litters, so now he had to put his DNA on file. Which this is legit. You know, I got
I've done that too. I've done that myself.
It's frequently used studs, right? Like I got a couple of them that I've had to do that with myself. And he he told me, so like it took forever, and I kept texting him, and he would ghost me, and then all of a sudden he would come back and go, "Oh yeah, well I did it," and he'd go. I told him, I said, "Man, they're not gonna hold it up. Like once they get it, like they go ahead and start approving paperwork. They don't wait for the results of it because it don't make any sense for you to send in the wrong DNA." And he's like, "Man, I don't know what the holdup is. I sent him semen," and I went, "You did what?" I went, "Hey man, it's a cheek swab. Like what you send them semen for? That's not even in the kit they send you. Man, you lying. Send it. Show me a text where they accepted your deal." Like, man, he couldn't do it, you know. But yeah, he's like, "I sent him semen." Man, what with a cheek swab? Well, what'd you put the semen in?
Yeah, you swung the wrong side.
Right. So yeah, but and I'm be honest, I kind of thought he just got me because I mean there's some slick people out there, right? And I was pretty new whenever he got to me, and
that's another trending pattern.
I didn't I just chalked it up to that was my bad. I didn't realize that I was there's quite a big victims group here.
Hey, it's way bigger than I was expecting.
Me too. That's what made me get in contact with you because that one post you had about 50 or 60 shares on the post.
Yeah, the one I just posted a couple hours ago was at 70 last time I checked. Wow. So I mean,
well, if nothing else, it may make his life very, very difficult and hard to sell a puppy for a while.
Yeah, that's what I told my buddy. I talked to him today. He's like, "Man, he's really getting it big time." I said, "Man, look, I ain't gonna be able to stop him all the way, but if I can keep a couple people from buying from him and getting raped, or if I can get somebody to walk up to him in a gas station, like, hey, you're Ian Gonzalez. Hey, that's all I'm looking to do. Make it hard on him because obviously somebody with this nature, and I mean, I've got messages from friends, close friends, and when he didn't have nothing, he's done took money from his own sister. He screwed out of a dog. Like you can't change nobody like that. I think you can make it hard.
One of them, like he stole a co-on, right?
Oh yeah, the dude messaged me. He was like, "Man, what do you know about this dude?" So I told him. He's like, "Dang." I said, "What?" He said, he just bought a dog on a co-on. He gave me $1,500. He still owes me. I think he said $3,500, and now I can't get him to answer the phone. I said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you now. From what I've heard, he's already got papers, probably already in the mail, for that dog that he's got. He's hung on it. So you're pretty much screwed on that." And there was a new guy. He had just got in. So it's easier to hit somebody across the head when if they don't know nobody. And
now I ain't asking you to say it, but did you have a phone number for him? Because I'm gonna just tell you, like he always called me on Facebook.
You know what? I've done WhatsApp with him, Messenger, and I do have a phone number for him. My buddy, my buddy did all this stuff for. He's got the number.
I didn't think he had a phone. I thought he was having to run to McDonald's every time he needed to get a hold of somebody.
Yeah, free Wi-Fi. That was a sign there. You know,
it was. Well, I wasn't going to give him any money until I seen the dog in person. That was the other thing. I drove all the way to Houston, and I got all the texts. I screenshotted everything, so like I can back up everything I'm saying. I drove all the way to Houston. I texted him the night before. Hey, I'm coming. Got the money. We're gonna meet at the said spot, and you got the paperwork and everything. And I get down, and he said, "Yeah." When I get down there, he gets out, he gets the puppy, hands the puppy, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's it." I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's a good looking dog too. Mm-hmm. But I go to ask about the paperwork, and he starts stumbling around, talking about, "Oh, I'd registered the wrong litter, or I'd done this, I'd done that." And man, we stood there for probably 15, 20 minutes. Me, like, man. And that's the other thing.
Yeah.
That's what makes him good though, is because that son of a bitch, he's likable and he seems honest when he's talking to you.
Oh yeah, yeah. He'll talk about somebody else, how they're doing stuff to throw you off of what he's about to do to you. Like,
Yeah.
hey, if you've ever seen Al shit, when he opens his mouth, look at his tongue, because that's exactly what it looks like. He
Oh,
is
he's
so
slick,
slick.
bro. He is slick.
Yeah.
I give him that. Like
Yeah.
I guess you
That's the
don't
only
get that.
problem.
You don't get that many people willing to talk about how you did them if you wasn't slick though.
Oh, what? Yeah.
What would
wouldn't
you
be able to do it
estimate?
wrong.
What would you estimate the number of people that have contacted you in your inbox or in your comments telling you their
Oh,
story?
man. Check it out. I'm getting not comment because I've made a post pretty much every day, past 3 or 4 or 5 days. Not counting the comments. My messenger, I looked and I was at 26 people messaging me, and it's anywhere from paperwork being messed up, him owing money, waiting on a FEMA check.
Oh yeah, he told me that too. He told me
him.
Yes. I don't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, you said the FEMA check. That was one of the things he told me because at one point in time when it got real heated between us, he goes, "What do you want me to do? Buy the dog back?" I went, "Absolutely." Like at this point, I just want you to take the dog, give my money back. I want to pretend like I never met you. And he goes, "All right, well." And this was right after a hurricane come through Houston, right? And he goes, "Well, I'm waiting on my FEMA check. As soon as my FEMA check comes in, and man, I hounded him for a couple 3 weeks about that. It's like, you got that FEMA check yet? You got that FEMA check yet?"
Oh yeah. I've had 2 other people telling me about a FEMA check. I've had people say something about dogs getting sick that he owes them. There was another good excuse that he's used multiple times. It's like the FEMA thing is kind of believable. Houston, Louisiana. So that's a real good one there. And, people, if you got a little hard, you're gonna be okay, man. He's going through some stuff. I'll wait for my money. But everything he says, it's just to stall it out, like, because he really, to me, he's a rob Peter to pay Paul kind of guy. If he even gets to Paul, he's gonna rob Peter, but we don't know if it might get to Paul every now and then.
You think he's a hand to mouth con man? He's not sitting on stacks somewhere.
Oh yeah, you ask him, he's sitting high on the cot and he's got all this money, all this, and he's been doing this. So I spoke to a guy from Colombia, or I didn't, a woman that I've been in contact with every day. He used to own a dog named Wonka. He never owned. He never finished paying for it. He sold the dog for more than what he bought it for, paid the guy his money, got a few stud. That's what he does. He'll sell the stud with some stud credits for more than what he bought the dog for. And while he's stalling that guy out, get that money, pay him off, pocket money, and then he's got studs. So he'll that's how he's doing his business. Because the dude from Colombia he bought Wonka from said he never finished paying for him until the end, and the dude didn't even know he sold the dog. The woman started posting when all this stuff came out. She got on there and started talking about Wonka, and the guy messaged her. I was like, "Hey, you own Wonka from Colombia?" She's like, "Yes." She said, "How long have you had him?" And she told him, and come to find out, the guy got paid after he sold the dog. So he's just like, and he's been getting a lot of puppies from Colombia with no papers, because even I found this out, even the like Rojos and Merles, all the exotic type color stuff out, they still sell pretty good over there with no papers. So Ian's hooked up with a guy. I mean, I've got messages from.
They all got to be at least 6 months old, huh? Like they won't let them
ship
across.
Right?
Yeah.
To ship them, they got to be something like that. I know it's not no 6, 8. It ain't no 8, 12 weeks.
No. I think they had to be 6 months old now to ship them.
So,
and to be allowed in.
Right. He was telling people that he was buying these dogs and selling them. So he's like, "Hey, do you want to buy some? And we can to sell them over here." Like, he was getting people to go in. He was using their money, because the guy from Colombia said the dude never sent him money for a dog. They had a deal to where he was a broker. He sold the broker stuff on him. So he would get them over here, sell them, give that dude his $1,500 for a puppy. He's selling for $3,000 or whatever. And that's how they were doing it. He wasn't buying these dogs. The dude said he never, all those dogs he was posting were mine. They were never his. And I have screenshots of him telling this lady that they were not his dogs. And Walker was never his fully until he, because I think she was having trouble getting the paperwork from him. So that's why he was having to stall out to pay him to get the paperwork over here. So he's not using none of his money for anything but trips.
No, man, it's sad to do people like that, like, cause it's really not necessary. But man, like for me, like, like losing that money, like when we were getting started, losing basically because that was a loss. Like that dog's a pet. And it's crippling, man. Like, cause especially because I had specific plans to go to a specific stud I'd secured, but I needed a dog. I didn't have a dog that had testable at that point, and that was supposed to be the one.
Yeah.
So I didn't even get beat out of what, like your friend, he lost thousands, multiple thousands, and
and it's everybody else's fault.
I mean, that's the other thing. He's like, he kept flipping it on me. Like I was asking something, I was just being unreasonable.
Well, if I was a woman, I would be ready to see his girlfriend in person. All the stuff he's blamed on her. I'm thinking he's done blamed wrong paperwork on her.
Oh yeah, that's what he told me, that his girlfriend mixed the paperwork up.
Oh man, he's not gonna take nothing. He's gonna throw his own girlfriend in the fire. It's like no accountability. He sleeps great at night knowing he's doing this because he laughs at. If you've noticed, he'll laugh at my posts.
I've seen it, and he comments on some of them too. Like so that's the other thing. Go ahead and mention what how people can find you, because you post a lot of this, and you're posting the text that people send you. So like it's not just ranting, about what your feelings are. No, these are, if somebody's lying on him, that's on them. But there's no way to sift through that. But that would be odd that you put a post up, and then you get all these people saying basically the same thing.
Over 50 people, and there's 4 excuses that is reoccurring. So I mean, it's not like it's like a woman or a man. I've had 3 divorces. Man, at some point, them divorce, you want to blame it on them every time. At some point,
it might be them, but the root cause is your choice in women.
Man, yeah, exactly. So you can't point the finger and see something like this has never happened to him. He's never had somebody that's this persistent, knowing this many people, to take the time out to do this to him. So I mean, I've seen a few posts here and there of him getting called out, and then it's like he'll duck under for a month or two, then he'll bounce back, and it's like in the dog game. If you don't see something over and over, that's why I try to tell people promoting. If you don't post a dog, if you won't post it once a month, think you're gonna sell something. There's so many dogs out there, you're just gonna get wiped under the rug. And same thing with him. This has really been getting wiped under the rug too long because, if it happens to you, you're like, okay, I won't do business with him again. And some people don't post it, some people do.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, during that conversation when he got to me at first, I talked to some people that were helping me along, some other breeders, and they were like, oh yeah, that guy, he's in my inbox, and he's always wanting something for cheap or something for nothing. And I wish you'd have said something before you done business with him. I was like, well, hell, I don't know. I'm just kind of like a blind man at an orgy. I'm just feeling my way around. But the thing is even now, like several breeders that I know that are of the bigger variety, like they know him, they got him blocked. They just won't mess with him. And and he
Yeah,
told
yeah.
me at one point in time when I told him, I said, man, I'm done with you. Like I've been told about you from some breeders, and he's like, well, I've never done business with a big breeder. Well, I wonder
That's what
why.
that's his that big excuse. He'll be like, I've never done business with. That's what he tried to tell me. I've never done business with you. You've done business in front of me. I just never bought nothing from you because you was got up and down like with his prices. I didn't know what was going on. But I mean, it's not like I ain't seen it and talking about you. You did it to
Well,
one of my best friends.
right. He took advantage of your friend. I mean, that's like saying if he took advantage of your wife or your daughter or your son,
Yeah, yeah,
and you go, well, you didn't do business with me. No, man, but you touched somebody that I'm close to. You touched my
and
people.
you did it through me. You did the
Yeah.
business through me.
Yeah,
Like he
that's
went
the
out
other
of his
thing.
way to tell my buddy, like, hey man, you ain't got to tell Trey everything yet. I mean, I'm good. He knows me. Like I ain't gonna screw you over. And my friend was like, he's right. You wouldn't send me somebody that was gonna fuck me over. So I believed him. And I was out of the loop on a lot of stuff that I probably would have said, hey man, you might not want to. Don't send all this money. And sometimes somebody gonna have to produce the outcome before you start sending all this money. You know what I mean? So he's good at that too.
What do you think the desired outcome here should be? Like realistically, because he's not gonna go to jail for it. He's
No,
it's not gonna be nothing like that. I I would I would agree with you. For me, I would think the silver lining outcome is like, man, it's just for at least like the next 6 months. Like he can't, something like this just gonna hang over him, and it's gonna take persistence, like what you're doing. You're
oh yeah,
posting all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time,
yeah.
keeping it in the algorithm, keeping it in people's faces. And I think, and if you're getting that many shares, like it's probably worth still keeping that going until
Yeah, yeah.
people find something else to be interested in.
And something about this breeding world, it's whole different from your personal life. Like it's two different worlds of people, worlds of thinking, worlds of posts. Like all my normal people, they're like, Trey, you getting a little obsessed over this guy, man. You need to chill out. I'm like, hey, you got any dogs? Have you spent over $2,000 on something and you got screwed out of it? It's best just to go right on by it like you ain't done nothing, because if you haven't had none of that done, you're not going to understand the reasoning for this, because it's not right. I've spent 9, 10, 20. I spent $25,000 on a fluffy that wouldn't produce nothing. I didn't get nothing out of it from the contract. Reproduction stuff is not. So I know
Was you
how that's a
was
hard
you
hit.
married? Was you married when you did that?
Yes.
Is that the reason you're not married, or one of them?
You,
So, so you
she'll
lose
use that
25.
excuse.
You lose
uh,
$25,000. She might have some questions
yeah.
about you, but
I had a stackable kennel out there in the shed. Don't worry about it. I had to sleep out there a few nights. But yes, I mean it's a little different world. So a lot of people don't understand why I'm doing it. A couple of my posts, my normal friends are like, dude, you need to chill out. We get it, but I just oversee. They don't get it because everybody that in the dog stuff, they realize and they've got done. That's why it's getting shared like it is. And I'm not gonna stop. Keeping that algorithm. Because that's if out of line like a preschooler cousin coloring was a person, that would be him.
oh yeah, man. Like I got no love lost for him, man. I I don't know. So I think you need to put together like a series and just every day release somebody that they sent you their testimony about how you got them. Just put together you a little montage and
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and just
Oh,
and
my
just
girlfriend would leave me now.
number the series too. You know what I'm saying? Like that way like exactly
Yeah,
and
stay
just
in
keep it
line. So
going.
you ain't watching. It ain't no rerun. It might look like a rerun, but it ain't no rerun.
Well, exactly. That's why you put their text they sent you and their screenshots and just keep it going and if it's over 50 right now, I mean that'll keep you busy for 2 months. That'll keep him in the algorithm, and if everybody keeps sharing it like that,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna stop anytime between Chat GPT and these messages, man. He's gonna be on there for a little while.
yeah. And
And
I mean, and there's no this is that time of year where there just ain't really a whole lot of sports going on either. So what else you got to do?
Exactly.
You picked the wrong time of the year to step on somebody's toes, I guess, because
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
distractions.
Yeah,
But
exactly. This is the one place everybody's nose is at about 60, 70% of the time. So why not? I mean, I've already had uh, three admins from these Frenchy groups message appreciating me for letting them know he's blocked. And then I've had two or three people for sure. I think it was four. There's a fourth guy. I didn't read his message. I had so much where they was about to do business with him. And they're like, man, I appreciate it. I'm not going to send him no money. Because one guy was like, yeah, he wants me to send him 2,000. And then he wants $6,000. He wants me to send him 2,000 today. And then he'll come up in 2 days and I give the rest cash. I'm like, man, you send that 2,000, you'll never hear from him again. Don't.
yeah, or what he brings up won't be what you're expecting.
Yeah. And another thing, like the dog Louie that he bought, the one that my friend's got now that he had to give him to keep me from doing this. Like the reason my buddy got Louie was because I was like, hey man, if you don't make it right, man, I'm finna get you out there. Like this is ridiculous. Now I got another stud I'm gonna offer him. It was Louie, and he ended up getting him, but he paid an extra 2,000. So he paid $8,000 for Louie, and yeah, it did take him like 3 months to pay it off, but that was y'all. You knew that when you did the deal. So anyway, the guy hits me up and was like, "Hey, how long's your buddy had Louie?" And I told him almost a year. He said, "How much you paid for him?" I said, $8,000. The guy was like, "Damn." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Well, I used to own Louie. He got me for Louie." I said, "What'd he do?" They were in contact. He was going to buy Louie. I can't. He didn't say the amount, but the guy was like, he's supposed to send deposit, and he said then he tried to go down on numbers, and then he wanted me to meet him to give him the dog. He'd pay me this much and pay the rest by this, and I'm like, no, man, I got to have the money in full. So he said, all right, meet me at the airport, and I'll have cash. He said he goes to the airport, an hour from the house, waits for 2 hours. He never shows up. Never responds to any texts or calls. So he's like, man, forget this dude. He said about a couple weeks later, he gets a message from a woman wanting the dog. She's just getting in it, gives him some sob story, and says, I'm new to this. I'd like for you to mentor me, keep me updated on how things go. We can work things out. Well, he sells him to her for $3,000. He gives him the paperwork. He said he messed up giving her the paperwork. Come to find out, it was Ian's girlfriend. Gave this big sob story to get this dog. I think he was trying to sell for $5,000 to Ian. So to give him for $3,000, he said, I thought somebody new trying to get in and was going to work together. Next thing you know, Ian's got the dog. Then Ian sells it to my friend for $8,000, and I got screenshots of messages where he's cussing my friend out, talking about how you gonna let your friend do this? I gave you a hell of a deal. That's a $15,000 stud. It's everybody else's fault. He's done somebody a favor, and come find out he's done made money off this dog, and then wants to talk about somebody else. And it's like, man, that was honest. You screwed somebody over a little the honest way. They got money.
Yeah,
but it's still like, man, nobody's safe.
I don't know.
Right now, he's got a pending case for credit card abuse. Like, you don't get a credit card from another breeder. You get that from somebody close in your family or friends. Like, they ain't even safe. This man is no
I don't
good.
know. Maybe somebody, I don't know. I don't know about all that. As far as like, I guess we'd just be guessing, but I would assume that if somebody sent you money from a card and you defrauded them, and they filed charges on you, that you probably could catch that too.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
So I mean, it could be any kind of way that he got that.
But yeah, it's and then I've had a comment where he screwed his sister out of $2,000 over a dog. His close friend over $10,000 that he's got out of dogs. It's like with friends like that, you don't need no enemies.
Well, I
what I
mean, if
told
he'll
you.
do them, he'll do anybody, right? Like
Exactly.
there's no filter, no buffer for him. It's just
No,
I
it's
guess
money.
that would be the just that would be a classic narcissist.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what would you say, looking back, for people that's not just with Ian? Let's just kind of get off onto a more general deal here. What would you have thought like the signs were, and in your experience too, not just necessarily because I mean, I've been burned a couple times, but he got me the worst because the dog I bought from him just
And
ended up.
that's not. And being burnt by him is not something to be embarrassed about. He's good at it.
Well, I mean, the other people didn't get to me the way he did. Like it wouldn't be a total loss. You know what I'm saying? Like I got
Right.
bad papers. Hell, he wanted the papers back, the bad papers that came with the dog, and I told him, so, well, you had to buy them back because I already registered those bad papers, for the dog before I didn't get the DNA results until, weeks later after I'd registered the
Yeah,
dog. And he was like, all right, well, I'll give you, I think it was $40. I went, no, you're gonna have to give me the whole 65 or 80 or whatever. He's
yeah,
like, oh, it don't cost that much. I said, it does if you get that pedigree that's useless now, because I don't even know whose pedigree this is, but it ain't this dog's. And
yeah.
man, we went back and forth over at $25 to the point where I told him, he said, I ain't paying that fucking $25. And I said, well, you ain't getting these papers back. And
Right.
I end up just destroying the papers. But
Oh yeah, yeah. He don't need. And
because he would have just hung
allegedly,
them on somebody else, right? Like,
oh yeah. Well, allegedly, someone has reached out to me and said that how he's getting all these papers for them dogs from Colombia, and I mean, he's probably got them all mixed up. But he's using old papers from old dogs that he's had, or dogs that have maybe passed away, or he's not breeding no more, and he's registering litters off of them and saying, hey, 6, 8 puppies, and that's how he's getting paperwork.
well,
So I mean,
you
I'm in the
can.
process. I've already reached out to AKC.
Okay, that's what I was
Um,
fixing to say because
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
talked to
yeah.
him
But
too.
yeah, but the thing is, you need, and I've told a few people, you need more than just 1 to 2 people to reach out on something for them because they're so busy with scamming stuff. Like it's got to be something that's going to stay in their head. You know what I mean? This needs to be more than if we can get 10 to 15 people to reach out with the same person. Like it'll move it along faster. I'm not saying they're not going to look into it, but it'll come along a lot faster and get it done a lot faster. They'll move him up the chain because
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. That'd be like so. At best I can remember, because I did actually, because he got to the point where I told him I was going to report him if I didn't get my damn papers right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so when I talked to him, uh, you just got to send an email to a certain spot with the complete interaction from start to finish in chronological order, and then any screenshots or photos or evidence that you have of your claim you send in, and then they'll review it, and then they'll go talk to him about it. Correct?
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
how
yeah,
that?
yeah. So yeah, I haven't done anything with them, so I'm that's what I'm doing this too. I've been reaching out. Hey, do you have any? The way we're gonna get it faster is like he did you because he's doing these papers. He did. I've got another woman that said that he sold her a dog that was supposed to have testable and it didn't. You're the second person that's come to me and told me that exact story, and then and that's what he said. The same thing. He's got a bunch of dogs at the house. His girlfriend must have switched the paperwork up. And
Well, yeah,
she's like,
he
well, the
told me
paperwork
that.
don't matter. I need a new dog.
Well, yeah, he told me that his girlfriend, he had 20 puppies at one time. He said, I don't remember
Yeah.
how many litters he said it was, it's 3 or 4, but he said he had 20 dogs at one time, and his girlfriend must have mixed the dog up with the mother, and that's how I got the wrong paperwork.
Well, at some point, you got a guy that she got to retire.
Yeah,
You don't
she,
blame all this on her. You had a good run, baby, but it's time for you to
yeah, she
put the
either
breeding.
either that or you got to get away from the dog game. Like she can't be allowed to whelp
No,
your
no,
puppies no more, man. Like,
no.
yeah.
You let her hold them. Let you take the pictures.
Yeah, but
But anything
you
with
better put numbers on all them puppies. What needs to happen or
yeah, yeah.
something.
You put them color
I don't think you
change
got 20
color on.
puppies. You got 20 puppies at one time. Ain't enough colors in the rainbow to get all them dogs
Yeah,
happy.
you're right. Yeah,
That's a lot of dogs. And he said he did it in an apartment. So I don't know. I don't know how that all worked out, but
it
man,
didn't smell good. I'll tell you that. It don't smell good.
oh man, I know. You have a litter of 4 or 5. It's a lot to keep up clean after. I can't
Exactly.
imagine
Yeah.
20. But
Yeah, I
so
know, man.
like, what would be the? Well, that would be the first thing probably needs to happen is all these people that are taking the time to contact you. They probably need to go ahead and contact the AKC, file a complaint. It takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it because
Oh yeah,
although
yeah.
I'll never do business with him and he'll never take advantage of me, like if you got his ability to register puppies taken away, that's probably I don't know what percentage that would kill, but most people don't want a Frenchie if it ain't. And I tell you, this is the truth.
That'll cripple them, man. Because
Man, I sell puppies, and 99% of the people want the paper, but they never register it. Like I can go on my toolkit, and you can go back through
yeah,
litters, and there'll be like 1 out of 5 registered. You know, they're still there, and you
exactly.
can see where I sent all the information to them. They just want it to legitimize the puppy. It doesn't change anything one way or the other, but they're.
Even if it's a pet, they just want the paperwork.
Well, that's what it is. You know, it's a pet, and they're not going to breed it, so they don't spend the money to register it. But they just want. I don't know. I guess it makes it feel good. It's like Tommy Boy said.
Yeah.
You know, you can shit in a box and stamp it with a guarantee. You know, but you know,
Exactly.
I guess that's what the papers do because it don't
all
change the
it is.
value or the quality of that dog at all, good or
No.
bad. Yeah, you know. So there you go. So that would be what I would say is that the more people that when they send you that, maybe send them the link to where they can just go ahead and file that. Make it as simple for them as you can. Maybe post it on your Facebook page that you got all these people coming to you, and hell, I'll do the same. You send me if I see it, I'll share it for sure.
Yeah,
And
I seen the thing one time. It was like, it was a podcast or something. The guy was like, man, for every one person that tells you something about a scammer in this, he's done it to at least 10 other people that ain't said nothing. And the reason they
I
don't
was
say
one of
nothing,
those 10. I was one of those 10. I assure you.
and he said the way people think about it, all right, it won't happen to me again. You don't think about what else he's going to do, or damn, I got screwed out of all this money. I've got to get my money back. I might have to sell this dog maybe for cheaper than what I bought it for. And which makes sense. Like if I was going to sell a dog that I got that was messed up, and I was okay with doing that to somebody, yeah, you're not going to say nothing. You know,
Yeah.
you're going. Oh no, that dog's good. So it makes sense. So for every one person that's told me about anything that you've told me that's happened to you, there's got to be at least 10 more, at least.
Well, if they start coming out, like I said, I don't know how many needs to file a complaint, but if you had 10 to 20 people file a complaint all at once on the same individual, I feel like that would get their attention.
That's going to throw the mirrors up. Yeah.
So I mean that would probably be the best outcome is because you're not going to stop him from doing what he's doing, but if you can limit, if he can never have AKC paperwork again in his name, that would make obtaining and hanging papers like very difficult for him.
Yeah, because it's much more sketchy for somebody to reach out to you that you better know, hey man, can you register this litter for me? Over. Hey man, can you sell this dog on this group, man? They kicked me off for no reason.
Well, I mean, you still gonna cut into his profit margin because if he's asking people to do that for him at some point, he's gonna have a hard time finding people that want to do that for nothing. Like somebody's gonna want a little piece of it to if they're putting their skin in the game.
And if you put your skin in the game for him and you're watching this, get your money first.
Get your money first. You better not do it because you won't be registering no dogs either. You'll be selling pet home only puppies. So, like looking back on it, like so, what would be your advice to you know unknowing future victims? Like if somebody you know to get off of Ian's for just a second, if what are the red flags? If somebody's asking for a deposit, like I don't know, won't do I mean, you got the obvious stuff, like if they won't do a video call or they always got excuse why they can't do this or that, you know, and they're wanting money before you ever even meet. And
Man, it's because I mean I've been through it all. I've been nervous. I've been nervous. Some people's FaceTimes is blurry. Like it's so hard. And I've had somebody try to scam me on a blurry FaceTime on a dog that wasn't even the same dog I was going to buy. So I mean, you really can't even trust that too much. All I would say is if you're looking to spend money with somebody, Google their name, go to Facebook, type their name at the top, because if you type in right now, what's going to pop up is stuff that I've posted, there's a few from other people, stuff that he's, but you're going to see, if you want to find the red flags on somebody, I would just say do your research on that person, because
well, everybody says that. So, like, what would be your advice on how to do that research? Like, where would be it? Put yourself in that shoe. You're fixing to buy a dog, and how do you go about doing your research? Yeah.
If I'm about to buy a dog, the two best things that I've seen that you could do: one, type the name in the search bar. If they got 3 pictures on their page, don't buy nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's the first one. I've had a buddy got stung like that, but look up. You can see post. It'll show posts. You can click on posts, persons, everything. See what's been posted about them, what they post, and 2, put the picture of the person you're about to buy a dog from and say, has anybody done business with this person? I've seen that and have seen more. That's why, if you notice, my first post I ever made was, hey, does anybody have any information on this guy? I knew some people were going to have something.
Yeah.
And if you look at that post, it's got like 60-something comments, and at least 40 of them were people with what that bad.
How much? So yeah, I didn't ask you that. So how much opposition have you got? How much of his
That was the
supporters?
post I seen. That was the post I seen. You had 2 pictures of him up. One of them, he's on the dog. The other one is just him. Maybe it's just him.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I said,
Yeah, that's the post I seen. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, bad business, scammer, don't do
I've seen
this.
a lot of crazy stuff in the comments. Yeah, that's what fell across my feed right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I would suggest do that. That's going to be better than everything. Just post a picture of who you're about to buy from and say, is anybody? And if you don't get no comments, I'm not going to do business either, because I ain't about to be the first.
How many people come onto that post and went, oh, he's a solid dude?
That's why I messaged him. He just, look, when he first started messaging, when I started doing this, he started talking about where I live, talking about I'm broke. And
oh, no. When you posted, when you asked, my question is when you asked, hey, does anybody have any information on this guy? How many people come on with, oh, that's a solid dude?
Man,
I didn't see any. Did you delete them? Because I didn't see any.
That's what I told him. I said, I'm still waiting to see one positive thing. I said, the only positive thing I heard was from your fake Facebook that you made, Truth Hurts. Because it's him. It's just, he's commenting on like
well, there you go. That's something else to put out there, I guess, is what his backup page or his secondary page.
Truth Hurts.
His stalker is a stalker page, I guess.
Yeah. That's the only positive I've seen.
So when you get on there and say, "Oh, that Ian guy he's a hell of a feller."
Yeah. You know he did solid business with you. How do you know, cousin?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on now. But yeah, it's yeah, he's a clown for sure.
Well, looking back for me, I could kick myself so bad, but I needed a dog with testable at that time. And when he showed up and he didn't have the papers, like he had told me 8 hours prior that he had them in his hand, and he showed up with this bullshit story about, he registered the wrong litter and he, I should have, man, if I could go back in time and just tell myself, just hand him the dog back and drive away. You're going to be better for it.
Exactly.
And because, as luck would have it, like it wasn't even 2 weeks later, I found a New Shade Isabella girl that's just, T-Rock can testify that she was sure enough A+, and hell, she wasn't but 2.5 miles from my house. That's I drove all the way to Houston. I drove all the way to Houston to get my ass took, and 2.5 miles from my house, I found exactly what I was looking for. It was even better
Yeah,
than what I got scammed out of. So
yeah.
if I could go back, that was the first sign. The man he didn't tell me that, I'm 3.5 hours from Houston. I had been in contact with, hey, letting him know ETAs and stuff. Never
Oh
mentioned
yeah.
until I got there. Oh, what, do you had to go to the bathroom or what?
No, I had to go put this thing on the table. Go ahead. You said
Oh,
what?
I'd been in contact with him the whole way traveling that direction.
Yeah.
And he never mentioned that he didn't have the papers until I got there. And looking back, that should have been the thing. Is like, everybody screws up, but he could have told me before I ever left the house, and then
Yeah,
let
you
me
probably
make
wouldn't have
that
left.
decision. Right. I'd have just waited
Yeah,
till he had the
you know,
papers.
who
Yeah.
knows? And once you're in that position, you're like, damn, I'm already here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another thing that would happen to me, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, the first dog I ever bought, I didn't even like it. But this guy had traveled halfway to meet me, and I felt like I didn't want to make him mad, and I was embarrassed. Like, damn, I don't. And maybe he'll turn out later. It's like, and that plays a factor in a lot of people's decisions too. Like, if you're starting out, you don't want to make nobody mad or feel like you screwed somebody over.
Well, I
Having somebody drive and now yeah, I'll take them. So I mean, it's a lot of shit that you can take advantage of a new person like me now. If I meet you halfway and that dog ain't what I want, sorry man, it's not. It's
yeah, that's
look
not
way
the.
different from what I saw.
I tell you, another guy, and I haven't seen him on there. I think he sold out or whatever. But I bought a Merle early on, and he wanted like, this is back in, I guess, 21. We first started getting into it, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
And man, Merles were expensive. Even just a black one, was $6,000, seven
Oh
thousand dollars.
yeah.
And he wanted $7,000 for it. And I seen him on Facebook, and I seen him price drop it, like 2 weeks after that. And man, it was just, I had to find out.
Oh
And that's another thing that I wish I could go back and tell myself when I was first getting into it. It's like, it, if it drops $400-500, that's one thing. When they drop $3,000, I almost cut it in half. Like, it's something going on there. Well, I
He tried to
contacted the
get you
guy.
because you were new. Yeah, like
Well,
I,
he was just advertising in one of those groups, right? So,
right.
like, I contacted him about it, and talked to him about it, and he had a pretty good story that, him and his uncle co-owned it. He sent me a picture of the paperwork, with the number blacked out, so I guess I couldn't steal his number or whatever. But
Yeah.
so he had the paperwork and he had everything on the up and up, and I thought, and we drove to Dallas, and the dog was just like what the pictures. It wasn't, he sent me a video of the dog running in the backyard and everything. So like,
Yeah.
I didn't have any, like, and she was a year and a half old. He said that they skipped their first heat, and the reason they were selling it is because they were getting out, and him and his uncle couldn't come to, like, terms on, he didn't want to breed it the second time. They couldn't agree on a stud, so they agreed just sell the dog.
Right.
And I was like, well, good for me, right? But I should have known better, because I got the dog
Yeah.
home, and she come in the heat like 4 months later. And that was the other thing. She was supposed to be in heat then, right? But
Yeah.
like, I didn't know another. When I got there, I thought he was full of crap, because she wasn't swollen, she wasn't showing any signs, nothing like that. I think when he first started trying to sell her, she was in heat, but he just kept that going to, trying to entice somebody. Well, that's what got me. Is like, oh, I'm gonna buy this dog and make money off of it.
Real
4 months
quick.
later, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And but anyways, when she come in the heat, we bred her, and she took. She had puppies at the sonogram, but she didn't on the due date. She absorbed them.
Oh, yep.
And
Oh yeah.
then, so, we waited, and we skipped her the next time. And when she come back in the heat the second time here, or the third time here, we bred her again. Same thing. She absorbed them. So we just
They
fixed
knew
her,
that.
and
They
we just
knew.
fixed her. And that's why they were getting rid of her, is because they couldn't get
They
her.
knew.
Yeah. So like, my wife got took on a dog she bought from a breeder in Dallas. I can't remember, Musclehead or something like that, but it was a
Yeah.
5,000. She paid for this dog. It was a platinum, and we bred her one time, and she absorbed, and then the next time she got pyometra, and and it was closed, and she died. And like the vet told us that her reproductive wasn't right. It's like, well, she's supposed to only ever had one litter, and she went, oh no, she's had more than that. So
Oh
my
yeah,
guess
yeah.
is that he'd bred her a few times, and the vet told her not to breed her no more. You
Yeah,
know,
you
she
want
wasn't
to
but 3 years old too. That was the other thing. And I figure the vet probably at that last C-section said, don't breed this dog no more. And so he sold it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's that greed part of it, man. A lot of people get into this thinking they're just about to make bukus of money, and nobody. You see all the. You're gonna see majority of the good on social media. You're not gonna see the absorptions, the premature births, the put dogs eating them, the infections that they can get. Their stomachs are so sensitive they get shit across the room like nobody's business, and then like losing them from heat exposure. Like you don't see nobody's gonna talk about all that
I
much.
see. Well, that's
So
because I've seen people post where they lost dogs because the air conditioner went out or something like that, and people just, man, they're posting it as, I guess, a warning or whatever, and they're hurting because they lost so many dogs or whatever. But people just,
boy,
well, people on. I'll tell you what, Mike Tyson had it right when he said that
that wouldn't
social
happen to me.
media
I'd make sure that wouldn't happen.
that social media has made people too comfortable with not getting punched in the mouth, because people will just say
Oh
any
yeah,
goddamn thing on social media.
it's selling dreams for sure. Because I know. And another thing, like if you're talking to somebody that you've never met, and they have to tell you about the hell of a deal they're trying to give you, and you're like, man, this is too good to be true. It's probably too good to be true.
Yeah, that's
Nobody's out there
if
trying to
I could go
sell,
back, every dog that we lost on when we first started, like that, we
they
drove
try to
away.
sell
We
you a
drove
dream.
away with the dog thinking, damn, we just hit a home run.
I'm telling you, dude.
Every dog that ended up being a bad deal for us, we had that feeling when we left. They got us good because we was thinking, damn, we just stole one.
Yeah, looking back, my best dance officers was right after I got a hell of a deal on a dog, and come to find out it was not the deal that thought I was getting. So yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah,
that's
man,
the thing. So if it's too good to be true, it
it's
is.
probably too good
It,
to be. Yeah,
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 it is.
no,
If you don't know them, then
yeah, exactly.
and so now, like, that's the other thing. Is once you get going and you've been in it long enough, I mean, I got a circle of people that I'll do business with now, and I don't got to worry about getting took. Like, they're solid. Like, for all I mean, sometimes getting took is just part of it. Like, it's not something you should aim for. You should
And
just
sometimes it's
accept.
going to
But
happen accidentally. I mean, so there's
right,
all
like,
good people out there that do bad business, but
and
it's not a
I don't
purposely
want to
deal.
make it sound like everybody that has anything to do with dogs is bad, because like I do got a lot of people that I do business with that, man, they solid group. They're solid group. I mean, me and T Rod here, we've been through it. I've done a lot of business with Kevin, Distinct Frenchies in Dallas, Amy Curd, and
Mhm.
like those are all solid people
Right,
that I've done business with, and you know, I'd refer anybody to them. And if
right.
something went bad, they're gonna make it right. That's the other thing, is that
Exactly.
not everything is always gonna go smooth. It's how you make that right afterwards.
Right. Exactly. And if you would see the messages, like the screenshots of when something don't go right for somebody, the way Ian, the cuss words, the harsh words that he says to people, women, he gets a lot of women. I've had a lot of women message showing me like things that he's done and the way he talks
Uh,
to them, and it's like,
well, okay. So that's your assignment, sir. I hope you understand it for the next. So you got to put together these small individual clips of how he talked to
oh yeah,
people, and then, like, what I'm saying, because like I said, you're not slandering him. You're just putting facts out there. That those are his
yeah, yeah, yeah,
words.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you can't beat around, and that's another thing I've about this dog with one nut. I know he sold it to someone else, so I'm still to this day trying to figure out who this dog owner is of this one nutted Rojo, big Rojo. He won't tell me. He says it's the dog's good. Both nuts have already dropped. He's supposed to send me a video, a 360 of both nuts. Still haven't got that. That was 3-4 days ago. I messaged and asked him about it because his tune has changed with me from when it first started to now.
Yeah.
Like he started talking, he was talking trash. And then and now it's to where he's like, man, you don't really have to do that. I won't make it right with your boy. I told you that I wouldn't do him wrong. Like pleading me to stop. He's gonna do my friend right. And then he messages my friend like, hey man, but first thing it was talking shit about me. I ain't done no business with you. That's his money. Ain't none of your business. We got our stuff together. You just stay in your lane. Then it went to him messaging my friend and was like, hey man, if you don't get your boy to stop doing this, I'm not gonna give you money back. And luckily my boy, he already chalked it up as a loss anyway. So he's like, look, I've already chalked that $4,000 up as a loss. I'd rather you get what's coming to you.
Yeah, sometimes watching somebody sweat's worth the loss, right? Like sometimes when it takes an emotional toll where you're just like, I just want to see you lose something because I know you're not gonna let me win.
And now he's done got to where he's messaging me like, hey man, you ain't got to do that, and let me know. Look, I'm going to get it right. Pretty much I'm like, hey, look, dude, I told you, I gave you a year. All this scamming I've seen that you're doing, you've had the money. Like $1,500. Somebody said he just got a stud from somebody 2 weeks ago and owes them money. And he's done got stud credits out on it.
Well, I mean, there you go. So maybe that's the other thing that comes out of this is people quit trusting him on the co-owns and running on credit, and
that broke. He uses that broker, and that'll put it in. Oh, so he's been doing this. He knows what he's doing. He's not. He's broke, not a broker.
he's a broke ass broker, right?
Yeah. So
he's still waiting on that FEMA check. He's waiting on the next hurricane so he can get paid.
And if they have more hurricanes than NBC's telling us about it. All these FEMA checks he's waiting on. So that's another one of them good stories he's telling.
Well, that's man. Like I'm glad we had this conversation. I feel kind of vindicated. Not that I'm glad everybody that there was a bunch of other people, but I just thought.
I'm glad it's
I
all coming
was
out
a sucker,
now,
but I wasn't the only one. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude's, he's pretty good.
Exactly.
Like I didn't fall for a rookie.
Yeah. And that's what I told you earlier. Hey, if you get took by him, I ain't mad at you one bit. I've seen the ice he sold to Eskimos.
Yeah.
I've been a part of the conversation, so I get it. He could have got me, and I'm pretty good at not getting hit like that across the head. But I like it because if not all these people, they probably thought like you. Maybe I was one of the few that got. Oh well. All this coming out, like that's going to help other people. They're like, damn, he got me too. I wasn't a dummy. I ain't going to be embarrassed. Shit, I'm going to tell, and everybody's telling their story.
Well, so it's not really a gray area, but it is kind of fuzzy. Like how he got me was it wasn't that I didn't get anything for my money. I just didn't get what we agreed on for my money. So then there's a gray area of negotiation in his mind, and not for me. For me, it was, no, you owe me a dog with testable. Period.
Did you get a contract? Did y'all do a contract?
Nah, I don't think we did. That's another thing. Like I sell dogs now, and they all go with a contract, even a pet home.
That's what he told me. He's like, everything I sell comes with a contract. Well, I've talked to several people, and there's been no contract. It's just been word of mouth and honest speaking.
Well, I mean, I'm Gen X, right? Like that's how I was raised. Like if you shake a man's hand and you tell him you're gonna do something, like I mean, you're supposed to give your best effort, like no stone unturned to make your word, but it's solid. And I guess I kind of trust people until they give me a reason not to, and that's something I've learned that I gotta pay attention better. Like I said, this on me that he even got me when he showed up without those papers. I should have handed him the puppy back and went on to the house.
Yep.
And 2 weeks later, I'd have been more than happy, and I would have never even got took by Ian.
Yeah, exactly. And I give it to him. He's the only man I know that under 5 foot that is not scared to do this kind of stuff on a regular. Because there's a lot of people.
You did say the man is from Colombia, right?
He's
No.
what?
Didn't you say he's from Colombia?
No, he
No,
does a
he's
lot of
from.
business there.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's what
that
he's
might be
from.
why he ain't afraid. He might got a lot of. He got a
Well,
lot
I
of
know where you
Colombian
was going with
friends.
that, but no,
Yeah,
he.
maybe he's got a
That's
lot
for
of good.
that's for another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna make allegations here. We're gonna stick with
I'm
the
just
facts there,
saying,
bro.
or maybe he just hey. But then again, size don't matter. So maybe he just feel like, hey, I'm
Oh
Well, I
gonna
yeah,
do
mean,
what
yeah.
I do.
Oh, he think I had this one lady. She mentioned, yeah, he talks like he's 6'2". He's only 5 foot. I was like, yeah, I've seen him in person. But yeah, I mean, he'll belittle a woman in a heartbeat, dude. And
well, that's I'm gonna tell you what. You want to get attention. You want to motivate people to report him, like man picking on a woman for no reason, and being just downright disrespectful. After he took advantage of her, hey man, that ain't nothing like that'll bring the chivalry out in people.
well, hey, if that happens, man, you might be on Fox News or something. We might be telling the story on Fox News. They don't take that too kindly.
I hope he ain't that big. that'd be a lot of victims there.
Yeah.
I gotta call
So
my girl Nancy. Nancy Grace for getting.
get
Oh
Nancy
my
Grace.
gosh.
Y'all gotta call Nancy. Nancy will tear him up, boy.
Oh yeah, she don't play no games.
Well, man, we've been at this a little over an hour, and you got anything you want to close? Anything? Well, you said you're not breeding anymore, but if you want to plug
No,
anything, any of your buddy stuff or something like that, now's the time. And I want to thank you
yeah.
for
My
your
buddy.
time.
Wait a
And
minute. So let me ask you when you
go
get done. I'm gonna ask a question. Go ahead.
go ahead.
So you're not breeding anymore?
No, I'm not actively breeding, but I do like. I know a lot of people around there, so a lot of people come to me for questions and for
Okay.
studs, and I'm still relevant in it.
Okay,
I
that's what I
know.
wanted to know. What was your
Yeah, I know a
purpose
lot
still
of.
in the game? Did you have a
Oh
purpose to still be
yeah.
a part of the game, or are you like completely getting out? Because
No,
I'm just
I'll never completely get out. I know too much
okay.
and know too many people and I get asked too much stuff. Like anybody's done business with me, you call me at 2 a.m. You got a question. If I don't have it, I'll have it to you by the next day. You know what I mean?
Right,
I'm
right.
you've
You're still trying to
done
serve the community regardless. Okay.
100%. And I know I've done set up so many breedings with people that it's just I just want everybody to win.
You ain't gonna close out all your resources just because you're not doing it. I got you.
Never, because hey, I've been out of it. This is my second time, so
No,
I've been
man,
out and
that's how
come
it
back.
goes. Like everybody, T-Roy,
You
how
need a
many
break.
times you been gonna get out of it?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
It's been a
Boy, I
couple
done had
times.
my days, boy. Yeah, where I'm sitting
I
in my
think we
truck
all
telling Benny,
have.
like, hey, if this right here don't work this time, I'm done. I'm gonna keep
Boy.
the ones I'm keeping as pets. It's done after this. I'm selling everything else. It's over. Yeah, man. I done said that a few times.
Well, if you're not taking losses and taking hits, you're not trying hard enough. You're
Yeah, I
not
think
trying
you
to do it the
have
right
to in
way.
this.
100%.
You're not trying to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's kind of like what you said with it, earlier. Like if that I will say is actually a part of it. Like you said, you're not supposed to feel good about it, but that's actually a part of the dog game. Like you're gonna go through that right there. Now, if you think you're not gonna take a loss at any point in time, or you just gonna take one here and there, oh no, it's gonna be a time where you're gonna take some back to back, and you might take two or three. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I bought a dog as a puppy and got her older, and she couldn't have puppies. So it ain't all on everybody else. I mean, it's
I
just
mean,
part
it's
of it.
God. That's what I'm saying. It's life. That's what I'm saying. Nothing's perfect. So at this point, if you base it off of what you see going on there, you're never gonna see. Nobody really shows the bad parts. Some of us do, and some of us tell these stories, but nobody hardly ever shows the bad part. So normally, when you're googling something or when you're just searching on Facebook or whatever, you see all the good stuff. You don't hardly see the
You
bad
get it.
stuff because people.
Mm.
That's not even hitting the timeline like that because there's not enough of it being on there. So the few people that do show it, it still doesn't get enough attention. And then you got, the aftermath.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
Do y'all know a guy named what's his name? He drives a Lamborghini.
Aaron
Aaron J.
J.
Yeah, y'all know Aaron J, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, a
no
buddy
of
of mine,
him.
I've never had no bad run-ins with him, but a buddy of mine, he seemed like a decent dude, but a buddy of mine saw me breeding. He bought a dog from him. They don't sell nothing cheap. You're gonna pay what the
Oh yeah,
run.
you're gonna pay over there. Yeah.
Yeah. And but I mean, he's reputable, and you're gonna get some decent. You're gonna get what you pay for. So
You got a
he bought
Lamborghini,
me.
you gonna pay.
Yeah, he paid. Yeah, you gonna pay.
Yeah. I don't think
that,
nothing is gonna be cheap if a man drives a Lamborghini.
he didn't buy that
And
thing on clearance at the Honda dealer,
Yeah, so
he
he
also
bought
had
me.
a house that had the Monopoly Man painted on the wall with the money on it. So
Exactly.
I
The
don't.
real money,
didn't-
real money,
That
real
didn't come
money.
out. That car didn't come out of the
Yeah.
cash corral.
Yeah, man. So I think his motivation is money when it comes to anything. I don't think anything is gonna be cheap.
No.
Yeah.
So my buddy had a puppy. We saw me breed and the pretty pictures and all the fun playing with him. Him and his wife bred her one time, $7,000. Bred her one time, got 3 puppies. And he said the smell and the shit that he had to clean up and the change and everything and the feeding. He said, I'll never breed another dog again.
Oh, absolutely. Them puppies are
that
cute.
right there.
Hey, them puppies are cute
Not
till you
only
get
the
them on
law,
mush.
but everything.
Once they hit mush and that
yeah.
mama says, "No, this ain't my job to clean up no more," you done messed up the deal. Like it's
That's right.
man,
I guess
if
it
you
don't bother me
You go
that
from
bad.
You'll go from
because-
pine to cedar real quick.
Yes, you
Yeah.
will. You I tell you what, that's something you can't just do once or twice a day. Like that is once they start on mush, it is a constant.
Oh yeah.
Man, it never.
It's constant. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And they waiting for you to put new pads down. As soon as you put a new one down, they were like, "Whoo! I thought I was gonna have to shit on that old one. Thank God."
But they won't do it in front of you though. That's the bad part. They wait till you walk away.
Because
Like
they know
just want
you're
you
gonna
to
be
walk
mad.
away.
They know you're gonna be mad at them, T-Rod.
It's bad, man.
You turn your back on and say like, "There's 5 of them in there," and they're like, "He ain't gonna know who did it."
That's it.
Yeah,
You come back and everybody's looking, then everybody starts to scatter and run from you. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go, Trey. And I like I said, I'm gonna keep following you. And if you put that AKC stuff up there, I'll share it and I'll put it up. And I think you motivated me. I'm gonna have to go ahead and I used to have an old email draft. I have to see if I can find it, or I'll have to just type up a new one. And I think I might just have to do that. I might just have to file a complaint, and because I think that's what that's probably what I should do.
And a lot of people, and another good thing about all this, even this will probably motivate even more once I upload this link when this is put up there. But I've had people want to watch it right now with us. Like, I'm like, look, this is my first time doing this, so we'll just get together. I'll let you know when it drops. Trust me, I've got people waiting for this.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'll tell you, like I release every Monday, so it'll be next Monday.
Okay. Right.
Coming Monday, and you'll see, because I'll have a barrage of clips that'll come out, Monday, Tuesday on all the social medias that and I'll tag you in them.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, you look good in that police uniform, by the way.
I had them in my family. I had both, man. I had a side of my family that was arresting people, and the side that got arrested. I could have fell either way.
There you go.
On one side of my family, for a long time, I was the only kid that hadn't been to jail. And on the other side, I was the only one that hadn't been to college.
Have you ever seen a mechanic that didn't have a car that didn't need to be fixed in his yard?
Say what?
Have you ever seen a mechanic that didn't have at least one car in his yard that needs to be fixed?
Never.
They all got at least that one. They might fix everything else, but they got one that's always gonna get some. They don't want to sell it, but they never fucking touch it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's always one, bro. Somebody had to be that one, bro.
That's right.
Right, man.
If Ian sees this, man, just like Dion said, man, we tried to take the high road, but we don't know the address, man. It's just
damn.
And then
unfortunate.
I had my friend stop by and give me this.
Oh yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's straight out of Space Jam, baby. So He gonna get it.
Well, say you got that juice.
Yeah, man, it was good talking to y'all, man.
Yeah, it was a good chat. It was I think it was about the most positive you could put on this negative event. And hopefully it keeps people from getting took, even if it's not from Ian. Just people doing shady business. If you feel like the shit ain't right, trust your guts. And go on. There's always, like right now, everybody's got damn dogs. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to buy from nobody.
I won't say that, because if it was like that, then I don't think I would have ever made my first sale.
What do you mean?
Because you didn't want. Hey, at first you was like, no.
It wasn't my money, bro. Like I can't control my woman.
I know it.
You know her.
Oh, your first purchase.
The first
purchase?
My first sale was to him.
Yeah, no, it was to my
you know
wife.
What I'm telling
Listen, man, I done told this story before, but like I've known T-Raw for a long time. My wife told me, we were just having a conversation one night, told me that her dream dog was a Frenchie. And I was like, well, hey, I know a guy down the road. I've seen him carry that summit from his front door to the road to walk it. Like, so I stopped by there.
Close.
I stopped by there on my way in from dropping my kids off at school. And I drive right by his house, and I seen him, and I stopped and I said, hey, man, my wife's looking for a Frenchie. She would like to have a Frenchie. Like, where'd you get that dog? He's, I just had a litter. And I said, well, what you want for him? He told me 8. And I said, deal. Burn off to the house. Told my old lady, I said, hey, what if I could get you a Frenchie for $800? And she said, well, shit, let's go get it. So we loaded up in the car, and right down the road we went. Yeah. We got in there, and hell, they realized they went to school together and shit. It was all kumbaya. And T-Rod was feeling generous. He said, oh, man, tell you what, since it's y'all 65, and I'm in the frame of $800. $800. And I thought $65. Hell, you giving us that dog? Don't cut yourself like that. And I think that's a quote of what I said. And he goes, he laughed, like, because he thought I was being funny. And I'm like not getting the joke. And he goes, no, 6,500.
Oh, because I said I told him somebody had made me he said, well, how much is it going to be? I said, man, I'm still not really sure yet. And I hadn't noticed that she was my classmate yet, because I hadn't just paid too much attention to her. And I was like, man, I don't know. I had somebody make me an offer around 12 and 11. You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, okay. He said, well, man, I know you said anywhere from 8 to 12. He said, but wait a minute. You saying K? You mean like 1,000? I said, yes, sir. And she said, oh, yeah, babe. Yeah, never.
Well, I told her, I said, get your goddamn purse. Get your purse.
He said, look, I like to race cars. I buy $10,000 motors. She wants that kind of dog. She gonna have to buy it for herself. She got her own money. He said, but I'm not buying that kind. He said, I thought she did 800, man.
She did it though, man. She
did.
She took
he folded his wallet up on me, man.
Yeah, I was done. I would have
played. Yeah, man took 3 steps back and folded his wallet up and put it in his pocket.
No,
I tried to talk to him.
I come fully prepared for 800. I was not. Yeah. There was a zero missing off of my calculation.
I couldn't even get him to talk to me after that, bro. He wouldn't even talk to me. Every time I tried to say something and go to him from talking to her, he said, look, there's no point in you talking to me. I'm not buying the dog. You got to talk to her.
I'm not putting $1 in it.
Man, he almost broke us up. Like, we fought for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Man, we was about to, and now I'm probably worse than she is now. Like, but
3 days later, he thanked me though. 3 days later, he thanked me. I swear, he said, I went and did my own research. He said, I thought you was full of shit. He said, I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
He
did his homework, you know. He wasn't dumb in the beginning. I'll say he wasn't green just because he hadn't bred dogs. And I was in my first year. I had only been doing it a year and a half, and this was my first litter. So even though he didn't know what I knew at the time, he moved like what you would move if you knew what was going on, because he went home and did his homework first, even though he wasn't spending the money.
Because I was trying to prove you wrong. I was trying to argue. I was trying to win an argument with my old lady, trying to prove you wrong.
Ain't no way that dog worth that much.
Ain't no dog in this world worth that goddamn much, man. I had a dog for 12 years that I probably couldn't have sold for $12,000. Come on, man.
I tell a lot of guys when they contact me about selling something or stud fees or anything like that, I'm like, look, man, I got the money, but I don't know if my girl's going to look. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
The hell
Yeah.
it is,
So come on
man.
with
You say, hey man, T-Rod knows about this. They're asking for
Oh yeah.
forgiveness later. Like it comes with a price. Like it
Oh yeah.
sounds cool to say that, but then you got to weather that storm.
Ooh, and it's rough.
Oh,
Ooh,
you
it's rough.
you should already know the storm's coming.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
hey,
Well,
look,
you didn't know.
everybody know a storm coming. Nobody gets snuck up on about that, but still people die in a tornado. You hear me?
There you go. I'm about to say you
You're
didn't
right.
know what
You're
was
right.
coming behind the storm and with
Yeah.
the storm.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't know,
You,
they didn't say hail, a chance of hail. They said 30% chance of rain,
yeah.
not thunderstorms, hail, and tornadoes. Yeah,
You didn't know
Well,
you
I
lived
remember
in East
like
Texas
this.
and was fitting to have a hurricane come through here. Now.
you should. Yeah, yeah. I went and spent 10,000 on my first dog and came home, and boy, I lost my whole family. Had to get them back.
Hey, yeah, yeah. I had
Like shit.
my first dog. I bought my ex-wife. She came home. It was in the living room. I paid 6,000, and she's like, it was a puppy. She's like, we're not. You're breeding that? Yeah, one. Yeah, I'm at least get my money back. She said, we're not breeding it over and over. You're not doing all that. We're not treating that dog that way. And I don't want the titties dragging the ground. I said, okay. I just let her talk. We had that first litter. We filled that bank account up. She said, when she come back, you can eat. I said, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it go, man. Because
Yeah, but
it's
hey,
hard to make people believe in something, especially when you've never done it. They've never seen. You can see other people do stuff all day long, man. It's like watching somebody play basketball. It looks easy to shoot the ball into the hoop till you actually got to try it. So and so when they see that and they hear that kind of money, just like it's unbelievable. Because I'm being honest with you, I felt the same way. That's why it didn't bother me when he felt the way he felt at first, because I had
yeah,
the same reaction when somebody told me,
yeah.
let's go half on a dog, and he said 16, and I'm thinking he's meaning 1,600,
100.
and he meant 16,000, and I was like, wait a minute, what the? Are like you gotta send me a pic. I want to know what the fuck makes a dog cost
Yeah.
32 fucking
There's
thousand.
there's
Like you
something that's
gotta
better
show me
had
something.
thumbs and wings, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, I'm
And
saying?
like, does it?
it
Yeah.
better come with YouTube TV, better come with cable.
Man, I'm like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker is better than Mr. Ed or something. You feel me? I want to see the picture, and I need you to point out the details and tell me what makes it that. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
he
Yeah, yeah.
still couldn't, but somewhere around there, he still got me to spend $10,000 on the
Yeah, yeah,
job.
yeah. Pretty much,
You
I'll show
know?
you better than I can tell you. Just come on with
Yeah,
the money.
man. Yeah, it was
Uh,
still convincing. So.
I'm convinced that the only reason to breed dogs is because you just don't like money. I'm convinced of that.
Oh,
For
yeah.
the largest part, like you like
If
just
you don't
burning
like to
money.
travel, if you don't like to travel and you don't like money, because
Yeah.
you got all them dogs, it's hard to go anywhere.
If you're an
There you go.
introvert, it is a
Yeah.
built-in excuse to tell people no.
Yes. Exactly.
If you're an extrovert, this is not the deal for you, man. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially when you got puppies, you'll be welded to the house.
Oh, for
Christmas, I done
sure.
had
Oh,
to
yeah.
do Christmas, Thanksgiving. Every holiday, every type of birthday over these years, I have had to sacrifice at least once.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is for sure. That's what I tell. Like when I first got it, I was whelping the puppies. I'm like a zombie for fucking a week and a half. I just
Yes.
sleep in the living room. So when
3
somebody's like,
hours.
"Man, you pay, yeah, you pay somebody $600-700 to take care of your puppies for a week," you damn right I will.
Hey,
And sleep good for it.
I'll send you a meme I made of whelping puppies in a song that I made with that Suno or whatever, where you make up your own lyrics and it'll set the music about
Oh
whelping
yeah, yeah, yeah.
puppies. Yeah, I'll send you that. It's a
Oh
Vin
yeah, do
Diesel.
that. I know that's
Yeah,
gonna be hilarious.
yeah. I'll send you that too as soon as we get off of here.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
well, hey man, like this is a pretty good conversation. I'd love to have you back on. We'll figure out something else. Somebody else to
Yeah.
tell on or some other
Yeah, I
part of
couldn't
the
help you
game we
out
want
with
to talk
this
about.
one. Yeah, I
Or
couldn't
a
help you
part
out too
two.
much.
If we need a part two.
I
See,
tell you
like I
what,
said.
no, we don't need a part two. What we need is a follow up. That's what we need is like,
Oh,
cause
okay.
so like you've posted, 50 people's information now, and this is the feedback you got, and this is what is going on with Ian now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right
You,
now, I would call him a church mouse. He's real quiet.
well, it'd be in all honesty, that's with social media, that's probably just turn your account off and wait 30 days, and hopefully they forgot about you.
Exactly. Well,
So that's your job is to keep it in everybody's algorithm.
oh yeah,
You're
I'm on
doing
the
a good
guys like
job
back
of it
pocket.
now. You're doing a good job of it now because I see it every time I open up Facebook.
Yeah. That's everybody's telling me that, man. Every time the little chat GPT pictures, it's perfect. They're like, dude, keep doing those. That's hilarious. And you post something funny like that, that's gonna make somebody want to see what's going on,
Right?
even if you
Yeah.
don't know nothing about dogs. Yeah. So yeah. We're gonna keep playing with it. I come up with some pretty witty stuff when it comes to this. A lot of people in my personal, they don't really fool with me like that because they know the kind of shit that I can do to get you to keep on this right here. If you try to screw some people over, I'm like a blind kid in an arcade. Man, I don't play games. I don't play games. So if you want to play games, you're gonna win a stupid prize messing with me. So
Well, or one of your friends, it does appear.
exactly, yeah. Oh, he's eating it up, man. He wants to meet you, and he don't even do it. He's don't do nothing like this. Man, I just want to meet him and all.
Well,
Yeah,
man,
so
listen, we'll talk to small breeders too. If he got something going on, something he wants to talk about, something relevant, he just get in contact with me or T-Rod. Hell, we
yeah.
talk to him.
Yeah. That's why I tell them that's the way to get out there and meet people and honest people. So
Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah.
You got to keep your circle tight. Once you get it going there, you don't want to be exclusive, but
Yeah, and he's
you
out of
can
Tyler,
afford to
so
be
especially
more.
y'all being
You can afford to be more selective once you got a group.
exactly
Once you got a circle.
yeah. And to me, more heads are way better than one in anything you do. So the more honest people you can get advice from a bunch of different people. And hell, if you got 3 people out there helping you look for a dog, that's gonna help you get what you want. So he's out of Tyler, so y'all being right around the corner, man.
Yeah,
We can
I'm 20 minutes from him. 20 minutes from him.
Yeah. So
So where
we
you
all
from?
He's from Kilgore, bro. He's right
Oh,
around the
he's the
corner
one
too.
that's from Kilgore. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll go.
Okay. You up the road, okay.
Yeah. I fooled with some people out of Jacksonville. They bring some English bulldogs. I used to help them out with like some service and stuff not too long ago.
Okay.
Well, they weren't no big time breeders or anything, but yeah, I went through there going to College Station. I played at the Tomato Bowl.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, if you
Most
went to
people,
Kilgore,
that's how they know Jacksonville's just rolling through. Like I've
Yeah,
been through
I see
there.
those
I've been through
tomatoes
there.
on the
It's in the
side of
way. It's in the way of a lot of places, evidently.
Yeah, so
Well,
but
all
yeah,
right,
man, it's
man.
good.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and close it out right there. I got to go in there and tend to my children's, and
All right.
like I said, I appreciate your time, and
Oh yes, sir.
and T-Rod, if you got anything to close out on, now's the time. Or I'm fixing to
nah, I'm
roll.
good.
All right, well, I'm fixing to mute y'all and roll the
Yeah.
beautiful bean footage here. All right,
All right, man.
all right. Until next time.
Welcome inside the kennel, the heartbeat of the dog game, where real breeders break down real experiences, and the experts drop the knowledge you can't Google. We're talking structure, bloodlines, nutrition, training, wins, losses, and everything that makes champions in and out of the ring. This is for the ones who live it, breathe it, and build it, one lit at a time. Your host, Kevin, Ben, and Roderick, lock in.